Hello everyone and welcome to a review that I am both very much excited and nervous about, mainly because once I got this in the mail I was like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure I chose the very wrong foundation shade, so I might look like a disaster walking around today. But I have got some new stuff here from Wet n Wild. They just recently came out with quite a bit of new stuff. I am working on doing my full palette review. I got all of their new palettes, the big ones and the small ones, so I'm just about done. So I'm excited to test this one today. This is the Not a Basic Peach palette. I have also got the Matte Finish Setting Spray. I never tried the original setting spray of theirs, but people really love that stuff, so I'm hoping this one ends up being awesome. I also grabbed one of the Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighters, and this one is in the shade Halo Graphic. And then we have the cushion foundation now. I bought the shade Cream Ivory. If they had said on the website that this was light/medium, I wouldn't have gotten it. But they didn't say that, and so I figured it would be an ivory type of shade, but then it's got medium listed and I'm like, I'm not anywhere near a medium shade of skin. But I'm hoping I'll make it work. It's also warm and I am more of a neutral undertone, so oh well, I'm gonna try and make it work. I'm excited to test these things with you guys. Everything is, you know, like Wet n Wild typically is, very affordable. The foundation is $8.99 and it comes in 8 different shades. I'm gonna say straight up, the shade range sucks. Like, I feel like, yeah, a lot of Wet n Wild stuff doesn't have the greatest shade range, but this cushion compact, from looking at the colors online, it's not a good shade range at all. And they claim that this is going to be luminous, lightweight, and buildable with a hydrating formula because it's got natural coconut derivative in here. Plus, you know, since it's a cushion foundation, it's super portable and everything. This one is vegan. I feel like most Wet n Wild products are vegan. I'm not seeing that on the eyeshadow, but it is cruelty-free. But then the spray and the highlighter are both vegan. The highlighters are $5.99 and come in 7 different shades. All of them look super duper pretty. I was just the most drawn to this one. And then these 10-pan palettes, you guys, are only $4.99. What? And they've got 4 different ones to choose from. I think, let's see, the Comfort Zone, the Nude Awakening, and then, no, so just the Comfort Zone and the Nude Awakening were both already in the line, but they reformulated and repackaged it. And then this one and the Rosé in the Air are both new additions here. I will tell you guys, it's been pretty hit and miss with these palettes so far. But then the matte setting spray was also $4.99, and then I think they do have like a luminous one or something as well. But either way, I am excited to test this stuff out with you guys here today so we can see how things apply and wear and all that good stuff. So I don't know, I feel like this is like a mix between a full face of first impressions. It's not a full face, but it's quite a few products. But it's also kind of a let's test. Let's just make it a let's test. I feel like that makes the most sense. So let's go ahead, let's sing the song together, and then we can go ahead and get on into it. Let's test, hot mess or the best. Right, we will zoom you in. I've got some crap on my chin here. I think it's just kind of stress crap that I'm gonna want to cover today. Also, as always, typical spiel here, I am gonna go ahead and put on a primer to give the foundation something to stick to, and then I also do wear my glasses in these reviews for the fellow glasses wearers of the world out there, so we can see how the foundation does underneath our nose pads and where our glasses tend to touch our face throughout the day. It also has listed on the back here that there is quite a bit of sunscreen in here. 18% sunscreen, I feel like, all in total. But like I said, I got the shade Cream Ivory. Oh, the nerves. I would have gone and just like got a different one in stores, but I haven't been able to find this stuff in stores yet around me. Good old Minnesota. Oh man, it's gonna be way too dark, isn't it? Well, whatever. We're gonna make this work. It's a big, kind of bulky plastic compact here. It comes, please tell me this peels off and it's a mirror. This silvery looking thing does peel off. Gives you a nice big mirror in there, so that's great. It's also got the little poof. Very nice and soft on that side. And then this part just flips open and you peel this off to use. It's gonna be so dark. Okay, let's squish that a little bit. Oh, maybe not. It doesn't look as dark on my finger. It's still dark, but not as bad as I was thinking. So, okay, we're gonna give this a shot. So we'll give this just a little tappy tap. A little tappy tap there. So I don't know if it's just because the sponge is black, but it doesn't look very opaque, the foundation. So I'm just gonna pat this in. Oh, good. On my face, this isn't looking horrendous. Oh, phew-ta, you guys. Oh, I was having so many concerns. So many concerns. I still think the lighter shade would have been better, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? It is definitely just going in for another shmush here. It's not very hydrating feeling, but it does feel hydrating, and it seems to be pushing into the skin. Oh, and it's not a coconutty smell, which I'm kind of surprised about. It's more of like a fruity hairspray smell, I would say. But it looks like it's pushing into the skin fairly well. I always have a little bit of trouble with these kind of things getting into the nose crease, and then it like leaves little indents on the cheek and stuff elsewhere. But it does look like it's doing a good job, and it looks really natural on the skin and everything. So there you go. There's the one half with it on and one half without. I think you can definitely see the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face here. And there we go, you guys. It looks really good, I think, honestly. It's definitely got a dewy finish to it, but I think it did a decent job, you know, covering up all the stuff on my chin and just evening out my skin in general. I just went ahead and powdered my face and did some contour and a little tiny bit of blush, put on my brows. Now we can open up the highlight. So you do get 0.5 fluid ounces in here, which is awesome. I mean, this is a huge vial. Oh, I don't know how or why, but I didn't realize it came with like a huge doe foot applicator. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of whoop, I don't know, start out small, do a little dot there. Ooh, oh my god, in real life that is so pretty. Ooh. Ah, it's like otherworldly pretty. And that like blended in really effortlessly and nice. Okay, wet and wild, okay. That's gorgeous. It's got that beautiful like pink and purple shift to it. And like I said, it's just got that luminescence where it just kind of makes you look like a goddess. Who doesn't love that? Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, do you see that shift? Just a little bit. It's not like super wham bam in your face, but it's beautiful. Now getting into the setting spray, I'm gonna be really scientific and everything and do half of my face by covering one half of my face with some cardboard. I'm just gonna give this a little shaking, and then we will do half of my face. Let's see. It smells like a setting spray, nothing different there. It's got a pretty good spray on it, like the spritz. It's a little chunky, but still decently fine. You see like the droplet right there? So not the finest spray in the world, but we'll see throughout the day if that makes a difference. So now I'm gonna go in and create, I don't know, something with this. So I'm just gonna use a fluffy blending brush. I know it looks dirty, but I wiped it off on my color switch, and I'm gonna dip it into the top transition shade here. I am not sure that this is gonna really show up on me at all, but we're gonna give it a shot. I did go ahead and, okay, no. How is that a transition shade for anybody? I mean, it's a great shade for like under the brow and everything for me, a nice matte, but I don't know who that would be a good transition for. Oh well. Did I mention I put on an eye primer, but I'm not going to be using any sort of a cream eyeshadow or anything. And so I guess I'm going to go into the bottom transition shade. I feel like this is a little darker than I was thinking for a look today, but we'll give her a shot. I mean, so far my experience has definitely been that these matte shades from Wet n Wild have been lovely. I mean, they're definitely pigmented, as you can see, and for the most part they blend quite nicely. And then I'm just going to take a tapered fluffy brush. I'm going to use a tapered fluffy brush here and dip into the darker brown in the palette. Just really, really lightly. I'm going to see about giving the crease a little bit more definition on the outsides. And I have been finding with these shadows that the shimmery shades, like these ones, don't apply the greatest with a brush. I mean, they do apply, but not very pigmented. But I'm gonna still give this a shot. I'm gonna go with the gold shade here and try applying this onto the lids. Okay, I mean, this one is showing up very, very nicely. I feel like most of the shimmers have not been getting this much pigment from a brush. But that's good to see. But now, just because I'm curious, I'm gonna try using my finger on the other side. It's definitely more payoff with the finger, but the brush did decently well. And I'm just gonna go right next door into this beautiful looking color, a salmony coral with gold in it. I'm gonna put this on the outside part of the lid. Just blending this into the gold shade that we had previously applied. And again, it's not looking like a brush does the greatest job. I mean, it definitely works, but thinking finger might do better. Yeah. Oh yeah, there she blows. Granted, I just got a ton of fallout from doing it with my finger, but oh well. Alright, can you see this? I mean, that shade is beautiful, but a disaster. Let's see if I can get that off. Kind of, okay. Got a little residual glitter on my cheek, but oh well. I'm just gonna take my pinky and dip it into this little highlight shade. Y'all know how I feel about an inner corner highlight, so I'm just gonna dab that on. Shabam! And then just because I can, I'm gonna use another fluffy tapered brush and dip it into this nice aqua teal. Put this on the lower lash line. Alright, so there is everything finished. I just went ahead and put on a lipstick and mascara, and I also just lined my waterline with some teal aqua kind of a color liner to mimic the blue that we put on the lower lash line. I think it looks gorgeous. Not exactly winter appropriate for an eye look, but hey, I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm excited to warm some people up here with my looks. Just hey, are you still feeling cold out here? Yeah, I mean, me too, but my eyes are nice and warm. But yeah, I think everything looks good. I really can't see a difference as of right now between the side of my face where I did setting spray and the side where I didn't. Maybe my pores look a little bit more blended on this side. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe throughout the day we'll see more of a difference, but here is what we are starting with. Ah, vision, a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, I suppose I need to do the flash photo test here. So I just went ahead and did that, so here you go. Here is the photo. I think my skin looks great, you guys, like really smooth and nice. I don't think there's a flashback, but maybe there is, because I feel like in the picture the foundation looks much better skin match wise compared to real life. But either way, if there is a flashback, it is very, very subtle. So there you go. There is that. Like I said, I'm just gonna go finish getting ready here and and then I've got another video I want to film, and then I've got some errands I need to run, and then I'm going to therapy, and then I am just hanging out at my mom's house for my trash TV night with her, and then I need to get some work done when I come home. I might stop at the grocery store. I really should stop at the grocery store. Either way, I've got a fun-filled day. I shouldn't put in quotes. It'll be a good day. I'm excited to take you guys along with me so we can see how everything wears. It is currently 1:23 in the afternoon. I will be checking in with you all periodically just so we can see how the wear is throughout the day. And yeah, then I will just be seeing you all for my final check-in at the very end of the night. So in any case, I will see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Hello everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. I apologize, I feel like vloggy footage was close to next to nothing today. Earlier I was just getting a bunch of filming done. I didn't end up having time to go and run the errands that I wanted to run, so I made it to therapy, and that was a cry fest. And then I got to my mom's and I was just hanging out with her, and I've just been kind of, you know, in a mood going through this whole grieving for someone who's grieving type of a process. People passing away is just not fun in general, so that's been a process. And then, you know, coming home here, I just got home, fed the cats, and have been working all night. So like, there's really not much to vlog here. It is currently just about 1:45 in the morning. All of a sudden, I would say maybe like 10-20 minutes ago, I started feeling oily again. So I was like, oh my God, I still have makeup on. I need to do my final check-in, but I think that says a lot about how lightweight this is. I really don't feel like I'm wearing any foundation right now, and honest to goodness, you guys, I'm surprisingly impressed. As you can see up close, did I get oily? Oh yeah, there's no denying that. But I still think, you know, my skin looks good. I think the fade on this has been super duper graceful, and while some of the foundation does come off on a blotting paper with my oils, I don't think it takes it off in a super unattractive way or anything. And then once I do blot off my oils, I think my skin looks really freaking good considering how long I've had this on. Now, I will say, I don't see a super duper difference in each side of my face, so does that matte setting spray work? I mean, I can say that it does work as a setting spray. I do think it helped to blur the look of my pores overall, and I do think it looks like my makeup held on a little bit better on the side that I did use the setting spray. But in terms of matteness, and the spray on it was not the greatest. You were able to see the droplets that I had on my face after first spraying it. Now also with the eye palette, just like a little preview here, I think this will be going up before my palette review. Either way, the glitter shades of the eyeshadow, glitter fallout is terrible throughout the day. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see it on camera, but I have glitter all over on my cheekbones, and it's not from the highlighter that I used today. But that being said, I think that these shadows lasted beautifully on my lids. There seems to be a little bit of creasing, and I have noticed that on some of these palettes here, that even with a primer, these do still crease on me. I think with a primer and a cream eyeshadow, which I do a lot of the time, then the eyeshadow works just fine on me and lasts really beautifully throughout the day. But even with that little bit of creasing, I still think the colors look super vibrant and everything, and still really, really pretty, especially considering I was crying like a maniac during my hour therapy session today. So like the fact that it lasted through that, the fact that the foundation is still on even though I had tears going down my face for a while, I'm really impressed, and like said, I didn't think I would be. It has worn really beautifully throughout the day. Now, the color is not right on me. I do need to go out and buy the lighter shade of this, but the fact of the matter is, I'm curious about, like, I would want to wear this foundation again. I just really think that it was a beautiful finish, and like I said, it wore really comfortably and really beautifully on me. So I'm gonna give a yes on the foundation for sure, and also the highlight. I just think that is so pretty, and it gives that otherworldly glow, this particular color. color, and it lasted all day. I mean, it looks fantastic now, just like it did at the very beginning. So highlighter and foundation, yes. Shade range on foundation, Wet n Wild. I mean, I need to see it in person, the other shades, but like online, shade range could use some definite improvement, but if they do make your color, I think it's definitely worth trying out, even if you do have oily skin. Like I said, you're still gonna get oily throughout the day, but I think it wears really beautiful even through the oils, and it's still really comfy even when your oils come through. The eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna have to play with the other colors and stuff. You know, that shade that I used on the outside part of my lid, that's where all the glitter fallout came from. Really a bummer because that color is really pretty, but I think that might have been the only shadow in that palette. Basically, if any of the shadows so far in my experience, if they've been like that kind of a crumbly glitter, they do this fallout. So if one of the palettes you're looking at has that, I personally wouldn't recommend it. But overall, for a $5 eyeshadow palette, I think it's really nice. You know, the mattes in there are really nice, and the other shades have been really nice to work with and everything. Oh, and then the setting spray, I would say pass on it personally. I like the L'Oreal one better, not only the actual product itself, but then also the spray nozzle on it is just better, and it gives that really fine mist and you don't have to worry about water droplets. So pass on the setting spray. A maybe / yes on the eyeshadow palette, and a yes on the foundation and highlighter. So overall, I think that was a good spread here of products, and I'm happy with the results. As always, I hope it was enjoyable and helpful for you all in seeing if any of this stuff is maybe something that you are going to want to pick up for yourself or a friend, whatever the case may be. If it was, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!